Do you know what the most expensive mistake most people over 30 make? They think they still have time. They sit around waiting for the perfect moment to invest, while inflation devours their savings. Global crises prove that job security is a 20th century myth. Relying solely on a paycheck means you aren't free. Listen closely. The market owes you nothing. It doesn't care about your hard work or years of service. The only way to win is to stop working for money and force your money to work for you. With tech volatility and a new energy economy, investing isn't a hobby for the rich. It is your life raft. I see it every day. People in their 30s and 40s, working harder than ever, yet their net worth is stagnant. They have the hustle, but they lack the engine. You might feel you've missed the early tech booms. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now, before your earning years end. Today, I'm not just giving you a guide, I'm giving you a blueprint, a step-by-step path for beginners. We will strip away the jargon, the finance bro noise, and the complicated spreadsheets. By the end, fear of the unknown will be replaced by a concrete plan you can execute today. Before stocks, crypto, or real estate, we must talk about your mind. In 2026, the world is divided. Those who consume and those who own. Most people spend their lives as professional consumers. They buy liabilities, thinking they build a life, but they build a prison of monthly payments. To invest, you must undergo a radical mental shift. You are no longer just a consumer, you are an owner. Every dollar you earn is a soldier. Your job is to send those soldiers out to bring back more. Step 1 is most ignored. Kill your high-interest debt and build your fortress. In 2026, with fluctuating interest rates, carrying credit card debt is like running a marathon with lead boots. You cannot out-invest a 20% interest rate, period. Before a brokerage account, you need a financial fortress. This is your emergency fund. In 2026, a rainy day isn't a possibility, it's a guarantee. You need 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield cash account. This protects your investments. Beginners lose money because they sell stocks during a market dip due to emergencies. Your fortress prevents this. It gives you the diamond hands everyone talks about but few possess. It's the psychological foundation of wealth. Once your fortress is built, step 2 is choosing your vehicle. The barrier to entry has vanished. You don't need a broker in a mahogany office. You need a reputable, low-fee digital platform, whether Fidelity, Vanguard, or modern fintech criteria remain. Low fees, high security, ease of use. Here's the wise mentor secret. The platform matters less than the automation. If you manually log in monthly, you've lost the battle against your psychology. Your brain finds excuses. Automation removes the human element of failure. Set up a recurring automatic transfer from your bank. Make the decision once, and let the machines work while you live your life. Step 3 is the simplicity strategy. Most beginners lose money trying to be clever. They think they need to find the next big thing or time the market. Listen to me, successful investors are boring. In 2026, you don't need to pick individual stocks to be wealthy. For 99% of people, it's gambling. What you want is an index fund or an ETF, specifically one that tracks the S&P 500 or total stock market. When you buy a total market ETF, you buy a tiny piece of every major company on the planet. You are buying the talent of their CEOs, engineers, and labor. You're betting on human ingenuity. As long as the world moves forward, you win. Let's pause. If this is clicking, you're where you need to be. Evolutive Productive is about reclaiming your time and dignity. We build a community. If you value this perspective, subscribe now and hit the bell icon. The window of opportunity is closing. Don't rely on luck. If you are committed, type day 1 in the comments. Let's create accountability. Now, let's get back to the strategy. Step 4 is understanding the 2026 reality. We live through a massive transition in energy, AI, and global demographics. This creates volatility. To the uneducated, volatility is scary. To the evolutive investor, volatility is a gift. When the market drops 10%, most people panic. You will see it as a clearance sale. Because your automated system is in place, you will buy more shares when they are cheap. This is dollar cost averaging, the closest thing to a cheat code in the financial world. Step 5 is time arbitrage. This is the hardest lesson for someone over 32 swallow. Your greatest asset isn't your salary. It's the time you have left until retirement. Compound interest is a miracle, but a slow one. It requires a sacrifice of the ego. You have to be willing to look boring for a decade to be invincible for the rest of your life. Stop checking your portfolio daily. In 2026, the noise is deafening. There will always be a new crisis. It never is different. The market has survived everything. Your job is to stay the course. Wealth isn't built in buying and selling, it's built in waiting. If you can't watch your portfolio go down 20% without panicking, build a bigger fortress. Step 6 is linking investment to productivity. Your job isn't to be a full-time trader. Your job is to become more productive in your career. Why? More you earn, more fuel for your engine. Increase income by 20% this year. Invest that surplus, and you collapse the timeline to freedom. In 2026, successful people optimize work to maximize investment. Don't just save pennies. Grow your capacity to invest. Become so valuable the marketplace pays you a premium. Step 7, the power of reinvention. Most people think their financial identity is set in stone. That is a lie to avoid discomfort. In 2026, learning new financial tools is vital. Be a stupid beginner for weeks to be a wealthy expert for 30 years. Finally, step 8, the review. Every 6 months, look at your plan, not daily, just twice a year. Rebalance your portfolio if a sector grew too large, and increase your monthly contribution by 1% or 2%. This incremental evolution separates the wealthy from the middle class. It's constant, slight improvement. If you got a raise, half goes to your future self. No exceptions. This guide is about your future self. It's about the person you will be in 2036. 10 years from now, you'll either be thanking yourself, or making excuses to a younger generation. The beginner label is temporary. Non-investor is a life sentence. The world in 2026 is unforgiving to those who hesitate. Safety nets are fraying. You must be your own central bank. You must be your own hedge fund. You have the tools. You have the platform. And now, you have the blueprint. Start today, not when things settle down. Not after the next holiday, but right now. Open that brokerage account. Set that transfer. Put it into a low-cost total world ETF. Then, get back to work on yourself. Join those who own the future instead of those owned by it. Evolution isn't an option, it's a necessity. If you want to know which specific ETFs are best for a 2026 beginner portfolio, I've linked my top picks. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll talk about how to protect what you've started to build. This is Evolutive, productive. Stay focused, stay productive, evolve.